Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Now in today's video guys, I'm going to be bringing you my wish list for MLB The Show 20. This is going to be what I hope is going to be in the game, and basically this is at the end of the MLB The Show life cycle. It is currently November 4th I'm recording this video, and guys, I'm going to be telling you what I would like to see in MLB The Show, 5 new features and all that, as well as some legend ideas and what they could do in the game. So guys, let's go ahead, let's get into it. So basically my wish list, the first one is going to be relocation and franchise. The ability to relocate basically a franchise in the mode. Now basically what this is the points that I have to go over here is that it already exists in Madden and NBA 2K. So why not go ahead and add it in to franchise? Now also it has happened in the MLB before. We had the Montreal Expos, shading into the Washington Nationals. So it's not a far-fetched idea, and then also it kind of opens the new doors for a creation suite. So how I would imagine this going is you go and let's say you have a really failing franchise and they have like an awful stadium, they want to move and stuff. Well, what you could do in that case is you could go and you could either choose a preset team at a preset location, or you can make your very own team, just like you can in Diamond Dynasty, although it's not going to be, I don't think, it as advanced, but still it's going to be it'll be an interesting feature, man, and I think it'll be really cool if they could add it into Diamond Dynasty, or not Diamond Dynasty, but in franchise. I feel that it would be very cool, and it would kind of give us some new creation stuff, because relocation is in basically every major sports game, so why not put it in MLB The Show 19? I think that would be a very cool feature. The next feature, or the next thing I want to go over, is going to be an expanded March to October. Now basically, if you don't know, March to October was a mode that was added in to MLB The Show this year, and it's actually very cool. You go ahead, you take over a team, and you try to lead them to the World Series, whether it be the Orioles or the Yankees. Try to lead them to a World Series title, and basically the only issue that I have with this is that it was interesting because it was only a one-season mode. You only played one season, and then you exported the file into franchise mode. That was it. Like, I thought that was not cool because the playability was really off on this. There was not a lot of replayability in this. Like, yeah, you do one team, but then again, it's one season. You export it into franchise. I think that March to October should expand over multiple seasons, and I think that this will be very cool because it basically has more playability, and also I think there could be some room for improvement in terms of the cutscenes. Maybe add some new cutscenes, like let's say your team is failing mid-season and all of a sudden the manager gets fired mid-season, like that kind of thing. That has happened. And then also I feel that, yeah, it'd be good if they could expand it over multiple seasons and have it go like, you know, basically not the one season but 2 seasons. I feel that would be really cool. So the next thing I want to go over is going to be a different path for Road to the Show. Now I think they already detailed this a little bit in the opening blog for MLB The Show 20 when they revealed that Javier Baez was the cover. But what I have in mind is that you could actually play in college. So if you don't want to go to the MLB draft, or you don't want to go straight to the minor leagues, you can go and play in college. Now what this would be is this would be a full college experience, and this could open up the door for more college teams. Like, you could have full college teams like Oregon Ducks, Oregon State. You could have Penn State, like those kind of colleges. And also it really helps that now athletes can actually get compensated by the by the schools for their likeness and also their name. They can get compensated now, and they just passed the law last Tuesday that you can get compensated now. So if it would be really cool if they could add in those kind of teams, and you could have a full college season experience, and your draft stock can go up as you advance through the college season. And then let's say instead of getting drafted in the 15th round in Road to the Show, you can get drafted in like the 1st or 2nd round based on how you play in college. I feel that would be very cool, and it would add some more playability. And basically I went over all of this. But I think that a full college experience could be very, very cool. And it does help that now the NCAA is helping schools, and they're saying that they have to change their rules and allow players to be compensated for their likeness. So I really like that, and that's an idea that they can go and kind of expand on. The next thing that I would like to talk about, the next two things are going to be in Diamond Dynasty, and the first thing is going to be the special Tops Now cards. Now, Tops Now cards came into the game this year, and it essentially was basically if, for example, Shohei Ohtani hit for the cycle this year, he got an 89 overall diamond because of it. And it was a very, very cool feature to add into MLB The Show 19. And I think in MLB The Show 20, they should expand on it by adding special Tops Now cards. So, for example, let's say JD Martinez hits 4 home runs in a game. Well, what there would be is the next day, there would be, like, let's say someone accomplishes like a historic feat or something, and the next day, there would be a special card in packs that would have special ratings. Like, he would have, like, 120, 125 power against both sides because he hit 4 home runs, which is a historic feat. But I think that it would be really, really cool. It would increase playability, or not playability, but it would increase interest in Diamond Dynasty. And I think that it would be a very, very cool thing that they could go ahead and add. And instead of cards being released every single month, you'd be waiting like, oh, this guy hit 4 home runs, or this guy got a no-hitter. He should definitely have a card in Diamond Dynasty. Like, let's say Max Scherzer throws a no-hitter. Then his hit per 9 could be like 100 or something like that, because he didn't give up any hits, so therefore it's 100 hits. And just that sort of thing you can definitely add in, and it would increase playability in Diamond Dynasty, and it would also pique interest, and people would want to buy packs because, oh, this card is in packs. JD Martinez hit 4 home runs. I want to acquire that card, that sort of thing. And hey, it would help San Diego Studios because the people would be investing some money into this. So that is going to be my idea for the Tops Now cards. The next one is going to be called Players of the Week. Now, if you don't know, the MLB does a Players of the Week in both the AL and the NL, and I believe they do one hitter and one pitcher, if I'm correct. And what this would do is this would tie into that. And let's say Players of the Week, like let's say Trey Mancini for the week hits 400 with like 5 home runs and 10, or not 10 RBIs, but like 9 RBIs is a fair number. Like, let's say he does really good and he gets the AL Player of the Week award. Well, in that case, MLB The Show would drop his card in the game, like a diamond card, and it basically would, once again, increase packs. You know, people would be buying packs to try to acquire these cards, and I think that it would be a great addition because right now, the NL, I mean, they already do the Players of the Month, so why not do a Player of the Week card? And when someone gets a Player of the Week, then you go and release the card. I think that would be very, very cool. And it's basically the same as Player of the Month, although it is being dropped during like weekly. And I think that would be very, very cool. And it would basically increase not pack odds, but it would help with packs and whatnot. Like, people would buy packs for that, and that's really, really cool. Now we're gonna move on to the new legend ideas. So I wrote down some legends that could be added into the game. One of them is David Ortiz. He retired in 2016, and I feel that it's been enough years. It's been 3 years since he retired. I think he should be added into the game. He should be a playable card, and I think that he would do that, man. I think that'd be really cool. Also, Alex Rodriguez. He was in the game in MLB The Show 16. He had a couple of great cards in 16. So why not add him in MLB The Show 20? That'd be really cool. Also, Derek Jeter is another one as well. Derek Jeter was one of the best players of all time, and yet he hasn't been added into MLB The Show yet. So I think that would be really cool if they could add him in. They already introduced like Ivan Rodriguez. They introduced Babe Ruth last year. Like, they have been making a lot of great strides, but I think this would be a bigger stride if they could add like Derek Jeter, Mariano Rivera, that type of stuff. Also, Pedro Martinez is another one as well. One of the best pitchers in MLB history with Boston as well as the Montreal Expos. He could be a great addition. Curt Schilling could be another good one as well. Possibly a postseason card with the bloody sock. That could be interesting. And then, this is a big stretch, but Barry Bonds is Reggie Stocker. Because in MLB The Show 16, if you guys did not know, there was a card that was Reggie Stocker. And it was, I believe, for completing all of the collections. And this card was Barry Bonds. He was Barry Bonds. He had insane power. yeah, he was basically Barry Bonds. I think that that would be an amazing addition if MLB The Show could do that. Not on the level of, I forgot his name. It was like, oh, Pepe Alazar. Not on the level of Pepe Alazar, someone who has 99 everything, but Barry Bonds as Reggie Stocker would be very good and would motivate people to do the collection rewards because, oh, I can get Reggie Stocker, aka Barry Bonds. That's something. Now, another card is Josh Hamilton. Now, I don't know if he's going to get added in because he's had some legal troubles recently, but I think that he would be a great addition. He was in MLB The Show 16. His MVP card was there from the 2010 season, and I think that he should definitely be added in. But guys, hope you have enjoyed this video. Definitely leave down in the comments what suggestions you have for MLB The Show 20, what you guys want to see. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Take care. Peace out.